Acta non verba. Royal, noble, honorable brothers and sisters from around the world, the Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, Honorem Caduceus. Today we wish to talk about the necessity of action in the current environment we find ourselves in. Even internationally, the world has found it unacceptable how we have lowered our standards in regards of justice, morality, and ethical conduct. The only hope that we currently have within the United States of America is that Honorable Robert Mueller and his team reinstate such values, that indictments are continued to be made, that people that have raised themselves above the law will be punished for such conduct, and when we make certain that any sort of corruption finds proper judgment, as it always reflects upon the people, as the people are in truth the victims of such nation, and which are also exposed to the critics of other countries. Most countries today in the world reject to even enter the stage of a round table when our morals and principles and ethical standards are on a foundation as we see them today. When we wish to enter in joint agreements, when we have a sincere intent to unify the world and to create a global kingdom, our partners will expect credibility, accountability, high ethical standards, a sense of justice, and a high meaningful standard in all aspects of morality. If we as the United States of America cannot provide such most essential qualities, we will find ourselves isolated from the rest of the world. Acts are more important and significant as words. Our ally and brother, Anonymous, stated, "Give me death or liberty." And that's the exact same position the Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, and myself, Uni Ernest de Caduceus, take. We rather die, I rather die, as to witness the decay of this country and its moral, ethical, juridical standards. And we will voice whatever is needed to communicate for a different awareness to take place. Because in truth, what is happening right now is not the United States of America, and we want for the whole world to know. What Robert Mueller, James Comey, and many others are right now doing, this is what America is all about. And therefore it is very essential for us to acknowledge how significant the work is that Robert Mueller currently and his team is engaging in for the people of the United States. The whole weight of America is currently on his shoulders, on the shoulders of his team. And James Comey was the one who initiated the cleansing of America. And we need to take advantage of such unique position where we have the opportunity to finally clean the swamp, drain the swamp, and make certain that nothing of such nature ever reoccurs. Honorable brothers and sisters from around the world, and our brothers and sisters in the United Kingdom that have taken their own voice to the streets, please acknowledge this is not America, what is happening right now here. America should not and has no interest to elect individuals like Moore that are accused of sexual misconduct on minors. We need to show and display to the world that we remove ourselves from such very wrong political perspective. It matters what we do. Acta non verba essential for every political system to have a moral foundation that reflects the moral foundation of the people. What we see currently within the United States does not reflect anything associated and affiliated with the moral of the people. In fact, the tax bill, only 20% of the Americans have been for it. 80% have been against it, and still Senate went ahead and sanctioned it anyhow. What happened here is not only that such act was, in an economical sense, to the highest degree irresponsible, as money that we don't have, we cannot spend. The debts we have accumulated with China, Japan, and other nations around the world are tremendous and need to be taken care of prior to even enter in any sort of future obligations. And for us to enter in further obligations with China and other nations to cover this tax bill, to satisfy political sponsors, is unbelievable. And the American people should raise their voice against it. The American people need to display their disapproval of people being accused for sexual misconduct to remain in office or to run for office. For the Senate, for a state, whatever the situation might be. If we do not acknowledge the significance of our most sincere commitment to maintain a moral and ethical political environment that allows for every American to identify themselves with, we have pretty much destroyed from within the very essence of our democratic existence. And as United States of America, we will not be able to initiate a global kingdom, a royal global kingdom to come, when our qualification is on a low point as it is today. And therefore, the Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, Uni Mr. Cardusius, together with Anonymous and Robert Mueller and his team, we are committed to elevate truth and to make certain that America is cleansed and people are made aware, and that all of you know from around the world that sincere hearts are beating here to raise again the standards in every sense of morals, ethics, and justice. We are committed with our own lives to initiate such change we all need. The round table is the future, and we need to come together as nations from the world, and we need to unify and enter into treaties, into agreements that elevate each individual to the ranks of nobility. From a country to a kingdom, from common man to nobility and royalty. People should receive again honor for their noble deeds. Individuals need to have the feeling to be of significance in a society. And the only way we can realize such tremendously significant change is by initially re-establishing high standards in every aspect of integrity and honor. Monarchic, democratic greatness that is founded on a consciousness in which we question our deeds, in which we try to improve them and make them better so more people benefit from everything we do. After all, it is not about supporting a minority, because the true power is with you, the people, from around the world. And it's individuals like the ones right now in the United Kingdom that go in the streets, that are the voice for change. And we support that. Bob Mueller is supporting it because truth cannot be ever concealed and should never be concealed. We have also received notice that Severus is proceeding with her charges against our leader. And then we have our leader supporting Moore. It is a tremendous sewer of legal standards that are lowered, that are most questionable, and that reflect kind of the above the law standard a lot of wealthy people currently feel to be in. And my fellow Republicans, it becomes so obvious how much knowledge is existent related to all of such misconduct. The further you walk this path on unrighteous, dishonorable, and immoral conduct, the more you confirm your very personal involvement and support. Under the scope of the law, everyone knowing of a crime to have been committed and concealing it becomes a participant of such crime. And it should be in your consciousness a most concerning state of mind to follow that path that the whole world is already disapproving of. The Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, Uniem Mr. Caduceus, we are the future. Anonymous is the future. And for America to have a future, Robert Mueller and men like James Comey are necessary. So like Phoenix from the ashes, we elevate again as nation empowered by the right principles, morals, and standards that ethics require for a nation to be great and to reach out to other nations in order to realize even more elevated greatness. Therefore, the time has come for you to actively join us. Do not hesitate. Contact us, join us, and let us together work on America and our future kingdom to come. As the round table, Madison Square Garden, 2 years from now, all leaders from the world gathering to build together in unity our global kingdom is not only a vision, but a goal we will execute and we will pursue righteously, honorably, and committedly. We wish to end this video by directing our most sincere blessings directed towards Robert Mueller and his team. He has become not only the Man of the Year of Time magazine, but he is right now the Man of the Year for the entire world, because everyone around the world is currently observing what will happen here in America. And all that weight is carried by this man and his team. And it's the most admirable position that he has taken, even though it's not necessarily one that is very rewarding. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of concealment, a lot of lies, a lot of fraud is placed against such very honorable institution. To our leader, we wish to address that the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the Central Intelligence Community, is the light of America. And for you to not stand with light is a great error. To elevate justice must be in your interest. And in relations to the quotations that you made in matters of Flynn for a few lies to just have been the victim of fatal consequences, we must say that, in fact, any lie can only be seen as perjury, and perjury by law is a very significant crime, which shall be punished in accordance to the law. As one man lying in a court of law in order for somebody, an innocent man, to be convicted, realizes criminal conduct that can never be excused, and therefore any sort of lie must be rejected by this society, by us, the American people, as we, the people, deserve justice, equal justice, regarding of position, wealth, and political significance an individual might have. And therefore, we thank Robert Mueller to have taken it upon himself to stand for justice and the people. Our hearts reach out to the ones that have lost a loved one this year. So many senseless deaths. From Heather Heyer to the hurricane victims founded on our ignorance directed towards global warming. We need to awaken, and we as the Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, Uni Ermes de Caduceus, we will not stop to awaken you and to bring to your consciousness that change is required and that you need to follow us on such path of change. Christmas will be not the same for many because we neglected, because we ignored, because people fell victims, like in Las Vegas, like in Texas, to hatred and violence that has been stirred by hatred and violence communicated. We need to remove ourselves from any sort of violence. No speech shall ever indicate its nature. We are here to unite. We are here to elevate. We are here to love each other. And we are here to realize liberty, freedom to a degree as our Creator it intended. Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish fraternal brothers and sisters. Merry Christmas to all faithful believers of the Christian faith. Let us all unite. Let us create a better world. And let us challenge ourselves daily to raise our own values, to engage in meaningful actions that support and reinforce our common goal to secure peace and prosperity around the world. God bless America. God bless our global kingdom to come. And may the world see soon an America that we can all be proud of.